Beyblade X, we have the legendary Valkyrie motif with the mighty Valkyrie Volt, a legendary rare Beyblade. But not only that, the crossover that brings the past to the present with Victory Valkyrie. But this begs the question, who is the mightiest Valkyrie of them all? In this video, we'll be trying out the best competitive combination with Valkyrie Volt and Victory Valkyrie and seeing which one comes out on top. And seeing who gets the better results by the end of it, we'll make them face each other at the end to see who gets crowned the queen, or king, or no, Valkyrie would be queen, I guess. So if you are new here and like bays that spin, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts. And as well, make sure to check out Mall of Bays. We are Canadian-based and import from Japan. We have our pre-orders for Soul Eclipse that are still live, as well the lovely Left Red string launcher. It is an optional way to support the channel, and I appreciate any and all support regardless. So the first thing we have to answer is what combination are we going to be giving them? For Victory Valkyrie, while I did do a video giving this like what, 760 low flat or whatever, I actually opted for this combination to do 760 level. So Victory Valkyrie is already pretty raised and we would need a super low ratchet to fix that issue. It does have some pretty good smash attack and sometimes can kind of, you know, do a little bit of upper. But with the 760 ratchet, we kind of protect that gap as much as possible while also giving it a lot of weight and deflection properties, and we're actually going to opt to give it the level bit. The reason for it is that level is great in an attack versus an attack matchup, and I'm going to be kind of hoping it can kind of get carried with the 760 against stamina and defense stuff. Otherwise, maybe I'll be a little bit scared. For Valkyrie Volt, this is where this gets really interesting because we tried out so many combinations with Volt just to make it the most effective, and we actually ended up doing Valkyrie Volt on Assault 560 kick. So Assault is not the best assist blade. Maybe Jaggy could have worked. We just tried and the results were kind of just comparable, that we got slightly better results. While Assault is a raised assist blade, it does also give the benefit that the contact points for the metal are more exposed, meaning that we make a little bit more contact, which is going to be a big benefit for us. Now, 560, I just did it just because, you know, I think it gives good support overall to the build, and I think it's perfectly fine to still use even if it's slightly bursty. And the kick bit is mostly just because Valkyrie Volt has a metal chip on it, and that metal lock chip is going to make it super top heavy. So to try to compensate for that issue, we need a bit that can make it hold still and be stable the entire time. So starting us off with our first candidate of opponent, we have Hover Wyvern on 760 kick. Not only can Hover Wyvern hit super hard and snipe ratchets, but with that bit of kick, it is going to make it a lot harder for it to lose in stamina. Not only that, but the 760 is also going to help with that deflection. Jump it. Alright, can Volt get those big hits? Ooh, nice. Okay, I'm gonna get this KO, come on. Jump it. No! Oh!
That would have been fucking sick comeback.
Jump it. Well, now it's too late. Oh! Jump it. Unfortunately, there was contact, but I know you're gonna get some bullshit. Oh no, never mind. Oh shit! So when I'm looking at the results right now for Valkyrie Volt versus Hover Wyvern, it got absolutely embarrassed. Not only did it burst quite a bit, dude, it just kept on getting outspun. Well, it did get a lot of over finishes, I guess. It really does seem like that metal lock chip is just to the detriment. It falls over so much on it. Now, let's hope that Victory Valkyrie can compare and do a little bit better. Alrighty, Valkyrie, don't fuck this up. Oh. Jump it. Jump it. Yes, jump it. So the immediate difference we're gonna notice with Victory Valkyrie is that yes, while I could have given Volt level, maybe we could have seen like a little bit more closer. I do think that we got super close to beating it, but both of these blades were just losing to it overall. We will give this W, I guess, to Victory, just because of the fact that it was a lot closer in score, so that's at least like not too bad. Next up, our opponent's going to be Phoenix Swing on 360 low rush, a heavyweight attacker on a low height. Let's see how Valkyrie Volt does against it. 3 on rip. Jump rip. Jump rip. Jump rip. Jump rip. There's definitely contact right at the start there. Rip. Whoa, that was really close. Jump rip. Contact. Jump rip. Alright, so right now I tried to launch to avoid Phoenix Swing to kind of see if I can just outspin it and deplete its stamina. You know, try to destabilize it. Jump rip. Jump rip. There was indeed con. So Valkyrie Volt at least got a little bit lucky on there getting those big extremes, and it does seem like that Volt main blade can really get some nice KOs and just start of like shove opponents throughout the stadium floor, which I think is pretty cool. But otherwise, yes, there was the burst risk that was there, which was unfortunate, and I just think it did like all right. It definitely was close, right? We're gonna say it was close. You know, 18 to 23, but how does Victory Valkyrie do? Rip. Jump rip. Jump rip. Jump rip. Jump rip. Jump rip.
There we go.
Jump rip. Victory Valkyrie, once again, was far closer than Valkyrie Volt was. It has the benefit of not being the custom line, but it's kind of funny because this is almost the same dilemma as Hover Wyvern, where they're just kind of close in score. So I guess Victory Valkyrie, once again, gets another W, meaning it already has 2 Ws out of 4 so far. Can Valkyrie Volt do anything against the next opponent, which our opponent will just be Silver Wolf on 960 low orb. This is like an easy destabilizer combination that's good in that low height. We'll see if they can do it. Silver Wolf's as good as dead with the ultimate Volt. Hit, please, hit it, please, please, come on! Come on! Jump rip. Jump rip. Jump rip. Jump rip. Oh my god. Jump rip. Unfortunate. So this is where this gets interesting because Valkyrie Volt didn't do too bad against Silver Wolf here. It was a little bit hard to make that contact, but it still got some big KOs and extremes, making the score very close. Now, Victory Valkyrie, on the other hand, I'm not gonna even play the whole segment to kind of show you what goes on, because Victory Valkyrie got obliterated. It could not make a single dent on Silver Wolf. Again, WoW level was the benefit for Valkyrie in attack versus attack against the stamina and defense. I'm not too sure. It lost overall by like so many points. It's an embarrassment by how much it lost. So this W is going to be going to Valkyrie Volt, meaning the score is 2-1 right now. Now, let us see with Wizard Rod on 160 Hexa. This is a very much a round defensive in stamina build where it's going to be tanking hits. 160 is going to help it rebound, and the Hexa is going to give it stamina. Let's see how it does. Jump rip. Jump rip. Okay, I'm starting to notice that I think Volt might be able to force Wizard Rod to extreme dash, so Can I get that hit, please? Jump it. Damn! Yo! Jump it. Jump it. Jump it. No, I don't get that lucky. Oh, I do. 3, 2, 1. So we just saw the peak potential of Valkyrie Volt here, where I think it goes worse into Silver Wolf compared to, let's say, something like Pegasus Blast, but against Wizard Rod, it goes against it pretty good. It just like, I don't know, dude, it just literally hits it so hard that it got so many extremes and actually made it win by quite a bit. Now, when we compare this to Victory Valkyrie, lo and behold, it got its ass kicked badly. This is really bad. What's funny about this is the score is 2-2. So Valkyrie Volt in the combination that we chose for it did overall better against stamina and defense, while Victory Valkyrie did better overall against these attackers. Now we're in a dilemma here because the score is 2-2. Now, to me, we could just go with, okay, well, logically speaking, overall, it would probably be Valkyrie Volt that is the better thing you'd use in competitive, and probably true, but I want to have fun. So, Valkyrie Volt against Victory Valkyrie. Whoever gets the most points by the end of it, we'll see, and we'll crown it our champion. Now, rip! Victory Volt final battle. Who gets the... Ooh! Rip. Here's a rip. Come on, Victory, get that W. Oh. Here's a rip. All right, some big hits here. Ooh. Rip. Blinky, you'll miss it. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna get that hit? Oh. Go. Thank you so much for your hard work.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, and it's no surprise here, the best Valkyrie in Beyblade X is Valkyrie Volts. I guess, by that technicality. Now again, maybe with a different combination, Victory Valkyrie could have done maybe slightly better. Valkyrie Volts just kept on KOing Victory Valkyrie. It would be outspinning it. It was clear domination here where Volt was very much superior to it. So as we go over to the final results, yeah, our champion for this one in the main focus was Valkyrie Volt. I think the main thing to look at here, when we're going to be talking about Valkyrie Volt for the pros and the cons for Volt is honestly literally the lock chip, because the metal lock chip, you would think, oh, it's going to make everything so much more powerful, anything will be so much better with this. And to be honest with you, aside from maybe stamina or defense just for the extra weight, I do think overall the metal lock chip is to the detriment of Valkyrie Volt, simply because it just makes the bays have too much top heaviness where they're going to topple down a lot easier and have very poor endgame stamina. Valkyrie Volt, I think, is comparable to something like the Blast main blade. I think Volt maybe does a little bit better against maybe something like Wizard Rod. I would maybe put Blast still slightly above it, but it's definitely a very good main blade. I would use it over something like Brave. So overall, this rare bay phenomenon that we tried to see what would actually happen if we tried to test it out, but also make it a little bit fun. I think the results are pretty clear. You do not need Valkyrie Volt for competitive if you were looking at solely just for like the Volt main blade. If you just want the metal lock chip just for maybe like that slight weight and just hoping you can just boost a little bit of the defense or maybe whatever for attack, I guess. Otherwise, I would probably say avoid it. And yeah, Victory Valkyrie is still just average, but I had a lot of fun. If you're a Valkyrie fan, what was your favorite Valkyrie? Any Valkyrie. Could be the Burst Valkyrie, could be this current one, and let me know why. And that's kind of it for this video. So I want to say thank you all for watching. That's going to be it for now. Take care and bye.